Okay, we're gonna do another session. That last one only made. Actually, we ended up down about $14, but it was only a 6 roll. But I stayed in the game showing you guys how to work a $25 table. So I've laid out another 620. As I said, I always go. I drop 620 on the table. I go a stack of green, stack of red, and a stack of white, please, so I can tell them that's my easy buy-in. Makes it real easy for the bank to get you your buy-in right there, and you're ready to go with everything you need for 620. Now, again, whether we're on a $25 table or a $15 table, which seems like most of the Vegas numbers are right now, I'm going to simulate playing those numbers, because if you're going to play in Vegas, you have to be ready to play on a table that has that kind of value or that kind of minimums, or you're done. I mean, you have such a limited amount of play options without it. As I said before in previous videos, I use the purple $500 chips to track my fire bet. I use the gold $1,000 chips to track my all tall small bonus, because I don't have markers on this table for it. This is why you see the $1,000 markers up here, and this is why I have the $500 markers here. As we make point, I will place those on each number as we go. Same thing in the horn area. That's where I mark the craps numbers and the horn numbers for the bonus. And then if I play the bonus, I set up my numbers up here. My hot bet area, I'm going to be blazing dollar markers on each of these numbers as they roll. So if I happen to roll a 7 when we're coming out, I will mark it down here, and I'll roll my last 7 and mark it on this board as well. And this way we can get an accurate roll count as well as an accurate idea for Dice Analytics of what numbers we're rolling the most, so we can figure out what our dominant combinations are with specific dice sets. Yes, I do believe in dice influence. For those of you that don't, I hope I can turn you into believer. For those of you that do, you understand what I'm talking about. I am by no means a professional dice craps player. I have had some instruction from thedicecoach.com, which is Bo Parker. I've consulted with Tony Leo, but I've never taken any of his instruction. I plan to in the future. I follow some of the guys like Howard Newman and Steve Halsam. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I also follow some of what Bill Collins does, and I've read some of the other books that are out there. So I follow this game pretty regularly. I am a big craps enthusiast. It's one of my favorite pastimes. That's why I'm doing what I do. And that's why I see a 12-foot table here in my garage. I apologize. There is background noise because this is a garage table and the door is open. It's a beautiful day outside here in the Pacific Northwest. And I happen to live on a semi-busy street, so there are cars that go by occasionally. And we're in the garage, so you have to deal with my dryer that's on right now. Let's get some shooting going, guys, shall we? Again, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications for when I put up new videos. They're not always going to be craps videos, because this channel is not currently dedicated to being all craps game stuff. It's what I do. I have drone videos on here. I put video from musical events that I go see when I see live bands. I'll go video them, and I put some of their stuff up. I got videos of my dogs playing in the snow. It's just an all-around channel, and that's why it's called Craig Talks. Guess what, guys? I'm talking. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. At some point, if this gets popular, I might actually set up a craps channel exclusively. For those of you that are in the Pacific Northwest and you are interested in craps in Washington State, I am the administrator of a Facebook group called Craps in Northwest Tribal Casinos. If you haven't already found it on Facebook, please be sure to look it up. If I know you personally and you'd like to come shoot at my table for practice, let me know. If I don't know you, we should probably hit the casino and throw a few sessions and get to know each other first, because I don't invite strangers to my house. It's not a smart thing to do. But I will gladly get you a practice session on my table and help you work on some of your throw mechanics and your betting strategies if that's something you're interested in. That being said, let's see what we're going to do. $25 game, folks. $25 on the line. $5 horn high ace deuce, and as I've described before, the reason I do that, in case I throw a crap number, I'm covering the 12, the 2, and the 3 for the same amount by putting the high on the ace deuce. Now, I don't worry about the yo, because the yo is pretty much a push. You make an extra 10 bucks, and you're going to make 25 on your line bet. I'm going to do $5 in action on the tall, small, and all, and I'm going to bet it as 1-3-1, because if I'm going to win on the small side or the tall side, that's great, but I want to make them all, so that's why we're going there. I'm going to play traditional rules like Vegas would, where it's 30-1 on the outside and 150-1 on the middle. Where I live, it's 34-4-1, 35-1 basically on the outside and 175 in the middle. But we'll play Vegas rules tonight just because that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to play the fire bet, but I will mark the fire numbers as we go. All right, we're coming out. Let's set for sevens just for the hell of it and see what happens. 6-1 on the top, 4-3 facing. Here we go. Going to send sevens, and I'm hoping for an off-axis landing because I always land on axis. I don't always land on axis. Here we go. And the first roll out is a 4 for a 3-1. The point is 4. Mark the bonus. Bring the puck down, mark it up, and let's mark the 3-1 for the roll count. All right, point is 4. We're starting out on the bet. First bet I always do is a come bet. Okay, no odds. So we're going to do a come bet. We are going to drop out another horn high ace deuce to protect that bet because I want to make sure that come bet has a chance to land, and if it doesn't land, I want to get my money back. So it's worth the $5 that I'm betting to risk getting that to come back. I'm going to go back to my 3-1 and 2-1 set that I used in a previous video because this set works for me pretty well. That puts 10 on the bottom as a 6-4, 5-6 on the back, and then that's got the ace deuce on the front with the 3-1 on the top. So my point number is on the top. Let's see what we get. And we've got an ace deuce, okay, for a 2-1. That also works well because we're going to lose this $25. Come back can't travel. This is going to pay us back 30, okay, because the horn high ace deuce covers the 5. I'm going to let it fall because I'm not going to do another come bet. I only do a come bet on my first roll. I'm going to take the 30. I'm going to mark the ace deuce not only for my roll count, but I'm going to mark it for the bonus. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place the 6 and the 8. Okay, I'm going to pick up the $5 and I'm going to put another 25 out of my chip rail, and I'm going to go 6 and 8 for 25 each. Now, before you say, how come you're not doing 30 each? That's because I'm protecting my bank. I talked about this in a previous video. As we move along, I won't be explaining this in future videos, but I want you to understand, on a $25 table, if you're not comfortable, why would you want to bet 30 per spot? That's an extra $10 at risk. Okay, I'm also not going to play odds until one of these two numbers hits because I'm trying to protect my bank. What's going to pay out up here if this hits? That bet right there is going to pay me just like a $24 win would, but it's going to pay me 28. 25 pays 20, or 24 pays 28. So what I'm going to do is and it's actually going to be 29 because you're going to win $28. And you're going to have an extra $1 on the side because that's a $25 bet. 24 pays 28 plus $1. So you're winning 29 on 25. If you want to go up to 30 after you win that extra $5, go right ahead. But to protect your bank, since you're in an uncomfortable level of play that you may not normally play at, why would you risk it? You get my point? Don't risk that extra $1 or that extra $5 a bet unless you feel comfortable. You're already out of your comfort zone on a $25 table, like I said. So that's all I'm going to do. We're going to start by placing the 6 and the 8 for $25 each, and we're going to see what we can do. I'm going to go back to my 3-1 set and my 3-1-2-1 on the dice. So I've got 3-1 on top, 2-1 on the front, and I'm going to send them down and see what we can get. Point is 4. And we rolled a 6 for 5-1. That's a 5-1-6. And so right away, let's mark the 6 up here. And we'll put a 5-1 marker up there on our roll count. And we're going to pay that out. As I said, it's 29. I'm going to drop $1 for 30. So they drop $1, they're going to pay out $30. Because that's basically 24 pays 28. Right? I think that's right. Every 6 pays you 7. And so there's 4 units of 6. That's 20. 4 units of 6 is 28. Plus $1 made 29. I drop $1. That goes in. I get 30. Okay, so 30 in the chip rack. Now, do you want to risk betting the other 2 inside numbers, or do you want to see if you can make some more money on the 6 and the 8? It really depends on how you roll the dice. I'm going to leave it right like that. I'm not going to risk any more until I get at least 1 more win. Then I'm going to press, or I'm either going to press or I'm going to get on the 5 and the 9. So let's see what we get. Set them back up again the way we like them. 3-1 on top, 2-1 on the front. Find the sweet spot on the dice that feels good and send them down. And we 7'd out. So see, it's a good thing we didn't risk that much more. That was a 6-1-7. Not every roll is going to be a 20 roll. So again, we're down a small amount here. Stack that up, 75 plus your bonus money is gone. So we'll stack that back up. And roll count was only 4. 4th roll we 7'd out. So not so good that time. Puck is off. And should we start it over and see what happens? This one wouldn't be too short of a video. Let's go ahead and keep going, because a roll count of 4 doesn't do anything, help us or hurt us. And I only put $40 back in the chip rail. And let's see where we're at. 100, 200, 300. I got 425 in green. And I got, that makes 450, 475. 500, 15. Oh, you know, that's not 425 in green. It's with the profit, 450 in green. I had forgotten that I set those other chips off to the side when I didn't put them back in the chip rail with the original bankroll. I had them off to the side. I was going to see how the winnings stacked up. So 450 in green. There's another 25. There's another 50. That's 500. There is 10, 20, 30, 40, 550, 555, 64. 564 out of 620. So I'm not fast at math on that. We're down a little bit. We're about down almost $100. Not quite. So let's see what happens. Let's keep it going. $25 take. Turbo did not sound good on that rate. 25 on the line. $5 horn high ace deuce. Dice are out. I am going to do a hardway set on the come out. Let's go hard 6 on top, hard 4 on the back. Send them down. Here we go. And there is an ace deuce on the come out. That's why we play the horn high ace deuce. Okay, line away. Horn high ace deuce pays 30. 5 to stay up out there, right? Because that's going to make 30 to 1. We got a nickel on it. We got $2 on it. 15 to 1, so that's 30. So that $5 comes back there. 25 comes back as your line bet, and we're still shooting. Let's mark the ace deuce for the bonus, and we'll mark it for the roll count. I forgot to put bonus money out. For simulations purposes, I'll drop $5. Let's just say I had it out there, because I want to play as if I was in a real casino. I just got talking to you guys and forgot. So 5 was on the bonus. Here we go. I'm going to go back to the same thing. I'm going to do the hardway set again here. Send them down. See what we get. All right, ace deuce again. Maybe I shouldn't throw the hardway set. That's 2 ace deuces in a row, really, on the come out. All right, so that drops 5 back on that, which was the push. The line bet falls, so this 5 comes back on that. So 25 there. Push, push. Let's try dropping the ace deuce on top on the come out and put the 3-1 on the front and see if we can avoid it. It's the reverse of what I would normally set for. So 3-1 on the front and ace deuce on the top. Normally I would have my 3-1 on the top and ace deuce on the front. Okay, there's a 7. That's a weird roll. 7 front line winner. Okay, so we'll drop a quarter down there. Look, the horn high ace deuce falls. And the roll count for the bonus is going to fall also, which was only ace deuce to begin with. Let's mark that we got a 3-4, 4-4-3. Coming back $5 on the bonus there. I'm going to just drop a nickel to bring that back. And I'm going to bring another nickel up to bring back my horn high ace deuce because I got to stay in the game here, even though we won on that. All right, what do we want to try this time? Should we try an all 7 set on the come out here? Let's do 6-1 on top, 3-4 on the front, and 3-4 on the back. And we threw a 6. There's a 5-1 for the 6. Bonus marker for the 6. Mark it up. 5-1. Roll count marker up there. Oop, come on, baby. And point is 6. All right, horn high ace deuce has to come back for 5. And we are going to put a $25 come bet out there. And let's set him up 3-1 on top, 2-1 on the front, and send him down. All right, that one's into the corner, and now we have a 3-1 for a 4. Okay, move that to the 4. Come bet travels. Horn high ace deuce is down. And now what am I going to risk? I'm going to go a $25 8 at $25 5. I have 100 in action right now, and we'll mark the 3-1 for the roll count. Okay, so point is 6. Dice are out. Same shooter. Same direction. Hands high. Dice fly. And there's an 8 for the 6-2, and I'm still using my 3-1-2-1 set. So the 8 gets marked there. The 8 came as 6-2. We'll mark the 6-2 up here. And the 8 pays $29. Drop me $1, I'll give you 30. The reason it pays 29 is because we have a $25 bet. So 24 pays 28 plus an extra $1 that's technically, it can only pay even money because we don't have any way to pay that out any differently. So what are we going to do? We're going to take odds with that 25, or are we going to put that 25 on the 9 and be a little aggressive with it? Should we stick with the same bet? Let's stay same bet and protect the bank a little bit because the dice are not really flying nice right now. But let's get back into it here. We're going to go ahead and stick with a 3-1 on top and a 2-1 on the front. Get the stick out of the way. Point of 6. And we got a 10. We have a 4 and a 6 for the 10. Okay, we're not on the 10 right now, but we'll still mark it for the bonus and the roll count. Oh, get up there. 6-4, easy 10. And what's funny is that's the opposite side of my 3-1. So they may have stayed on axis. I don't have a slow motion camera right now, but I'm feeling like they might have stayed on axis. Here we go. We're shooting for the 6. And we got a 9. 5-4. 9 came 5-4. Center field 9. Okay, let's go ahead and mark up the 9. 5-4. Going to continue to work on getting inside numbers here. Get the 3-1-2-1 combination going on the dice. Okay, and there's a hard 6. 3-3 hard 6. We made point. Point is made even money because I didn't have odds. Mark the hard 6 up top. And we also just make even money on that. Now, it's time to probably, if the dice keep playing nice, we'll play a little more aggressively, but I'm trying to protect my bank right now. So come out, roll. Horn high ace deuce. We're on a $25 table. You almost have to. Okay? This is why it's a problem, because we're technically losing $5 every time we do that, because it's no odds. You're not winning that money back. All right, here we go. Come out, roll. I'm going to stick with my 3-2 set. There's a yo 11. Okay, that will help right away, because on the horn high ace deuce, we profit on that. That's going to win 15 right away, okay, because we've got 15 for 1. We're going to go ahead and replace 5 of that right there. Okay, we got 25 on the line for the yo. We're going to mark the yo for the bonus and the roll count. And we're staying up on the horn high ace deuce. We got 10 profit into the chip rail. Pick that 25 up, and we'll probably use that for one of our bets coming up here in a second. And you know what, guys? I'm going to show you something. That yo came up right there. Let me show you what happened. Okay, so yo came up. Look what's on the back side of that. Oh, gee, there's my 3-1. Oh, gee, there's my 2-1. There's my 10. They stayed on axis when they bounced, and they did hit the back wall, so that was a perfectly allowable toss. All right, see what we can do. Start it out, dice are out. 3-1 on top, 2-1 on the front side of the dice. Find a nice spot that grips well. Look for your landing zone and drop them in. Those were a little short. It didn't hit the back wall, but it was a 2 craps. They didn't call the roll off, because I don't have a box man that plays that way. 2 craps, line away. That's fine. We got a horn high ace deuce, so that's still going to pay 30. We're going to come back up with the 25 right there. Mark that. Let's go ahead and mark the crap 2 for the roll count and the bonus. And we'll put the line bet back because we had that happen. Unfortunate, but it happens. All right. So now, again, we're going to continue. We're still trying to come out and establish a point. We've thrown a 2 and an 11 so far in the beginning here. Here we go, down the middle, off the back wall, and we just threw a 7. That was a funny low trajectory throw and a low bounce. The 7 came 3-4. So guess what? The rough part there is bonus bet falls. Okay. Continuing on, what else we got? We're going to lose all of our roll count, not our roll count, our gold bets. So right now, we were 1 away. If I'd have hit the 12, I'd have hit the high side. The low side, we still needed the ace deuce and the 4 and the 5. So we're going to clean up the roll count for the bonus and get that completely out of the way. We lose the $25 come bet on the 4, which sucks because that's $25 down the damn toilet. And we're going to go ahead and mark the 3-4 a second time. That's the second 4-3 or 3-4 that we rolled. The horn high ace deuce falls as well. We're going to keep the roll count the same, but we did win back the 25 on the line. So here's the thing. That 4 was technically, that come bet becomes a push because your pass line bet was covering it. You didn't win, you didn't lose, but you didn't get much further. Now, I can't stress this enough. Stay religious on the horn high ace deuce because you're risking $25 on the line right now. We're coming out. I'm going to throw a 7 set, and I'm going to throw a random throw. I'm going to chuck these down there with nothing just to get them to happen. Another 7. Look at that. Didn't bet the bonus that time like I should have, so that would have been a loss of $5. So I will put out $5 that I would have had on the bonus. That gets lost. Let's get the other $5 bet. The 7 came 6-1, by the way. So let's set up the new bonus bet. Drop out a 6-1 right there. And we have to pay the line the $25 that we had. Okay, so come back up on the horn high ace deuce. And here we go. Random roll. 7 turned into a 7. Let's go back to my hardway set then. Why not? The random roll proved non-efficient. All hardway set. Here we go. Down the middle. And we got another 7, but that other dice didn't really come off the back wall. One of them did, one of them didn't. Okay, so what does that do for us? It loses the all tall small, $5 down. I'm gonna rebet that with $5 right here, and I'm also gonna rebet my horn high ace deuce, and I'm gonna pay the line. So these go back into the chip stack. These go back up. 1 3 1, and then this just got back from that as well. We're still coming out. Let's pick up that extra 25, and we're gonna send them down. How about we try? Let's stick with the hard way set. Okay. Find a good landing zone. That was a weird toss that went off the wall and up into the corner. I got a 6-2. So we did come up on a point of 8. Let's move the place bet over to the 6. And we'll go on the 8. We'll mark the 6-2 for the roll count. Let's see what we can do. The horn high ace deuce falls. Now we got to make some decisions here. Either we're going to get in the game and get a couple quick hits and try and get back ahead, or we're going to try and stay consistent with the throw and see if we can get some repeating numbers. I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit bigger. I'm going to go across. I'm going to drop a $25 10, a $25 9, and a $25 4. Now those technically are buy bets, but I'm going to mark them as place bets until they hit. Because in Washington State casinos, you have to pay the vig up front with $1. Do I put some odds behind the 8? Why not? Let's go 25 odds. So right now we have 175 at risk, and we're just going to go for it. I'm going to go with the set that I feel is efficient, which is my 3-1-2-1. Okay, here we go. Landing zone, drop it in, and we got an 8-6-2 for the 8. So we made point right there. All right, point is made with a 6-2. Let's mark the roll count first. That's the third 6-2 of this session. Okay, we got 25 on the line. We got, I want to say every 5 pays you 6, so that's 30 behind the line. 25 pays 30. And we'll pick that up. Bring out the horn high ace deuce on the come out. Puck is off. Dice are out. I'm going to go with my 3-1-2-1 dice set again. Let's see if we can make something happen, because there's a chance that we're on a nice little run here. I doubt it though, right? All you naysayers, everybody's like, he's not going to be able to roll that. We'll see. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Who's to say? Here we go. There's an 8 for a 5-3. 5-3-8. That's the first 5-3 we rolled on this session. All my 8s so far have been 6-2s up to that point. All right. Let's go ahead and do 50 odds. I'm going to go big time here. All right. Going to get that number we want to see. There's a 3-1 on the front. And a 2-1 on the 3-1 on the top, 2-1 on the front. How about a 9? What do we got? There's a 10 for the 6-4. 6-4-10. Okay, so that's a buy. So I'm going to drop $1. We'll move that up to make it the buy. We'll drop down 50 to pay that. I'm going to leave that as the same bet. I'm not going to press it right now. Okay, put the $1 over here for this. We'll use that for the roll count. That's the 6-4. And we're still trucking. Let's mark it for the bonus. Oh, and on fire bet, I've already rolled the repeater 8, so I'm going to drop that 8 for the fire bet. I forgot about that. All right, here we go. Coming out, roll. That 3-1 on top, and the 2-1 facing the front. We're not coming out. We're still up on the 8, my bad. And there's a hard 4. They both hit the back wall, not simultaneously, but we got a hard 8, and we made point. That's awesome. Let's bring that down. Mark the hard 8 right now. So far we rolled a hard 6 and a hard 8. So we got 50 in back. 25 up front, and that 50 pays 60, because every 25 pays you 35, because every five back here pays you 6. So 50 pays 60. Okay, let's get that in the chip rail, and now we're doing okay. I'm not going to pause to take a cash count, but I will in a minute. We're coming out. Gotta roll the horn highest deuce. I know I didn't pick it up last time, but it's still been sitting there. That's fine. Whoo! Somebody got a noisy exhaust over there. All right, let's stick with that same set on the come out. The 3-1-2-1 has been doing pretty good for us. So here we go. 3-1-2-1 is the dice set. We're coming out. A little bit of a long roll. Hard 10. 10 is the point. Hard 10. 55. Let's move down that bet. That's going to go over to the 8. Get over there. Now, this time when 6 and 8 hit, I'm going to make those bets proper. And I'm going to set those up with $30 bets instead of 25. Again, the reason I did that is we're on a $25 table. And I did not want to risk the extra $10 in the middle because I was being conservative with my betting. Okay, I've been a little better. I've gotten a little aggressive, and I've done well. Let's go 25 odds. And then, like I said, the next bet that hits, we'll cap the 6 and the 8, and we'll keep those going. Horn highest deuce is down. We don't need that anymore. That was just a come-out bet. I keep forgetting to take it down, but I am my own dealer, and sometimes it's hard to keep the game going when you're trying to deal to yourself. You'll find that out if you ever get your own table. All right, point is 10. Looking for the 10. And we got a 9. There's a 5-4 for the 9. Okay, now a betting strategy that I was taught on the 9 when it hits on 5 and 9. 25 pays 35. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the 35. And typically I would take the $25 payout and I would cap that with 10. What I said is I was going to cap my 6 and 8. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the more probable combination would be to win on is the 6 and the 8. So we'll do that. We'll mark the 5-4 for the roll count. We'll bring down the 9 for the bonus bet, the marker there. And like I said, normally that's a $35 that turns around and gets capped to make it so it pays better. But I'm going to just pick up the 25 on that one, and I'm going to put the caps on the 6 and the 8 to make them 30. All right, and same as before, we're going to get the 3-1-2-1 set going here because it seems to be doing well for me right now. Mark that up. Find the spot on the dice that feels good on the fingers. Look for your landing zone and drop them in. And we got a 12 craps. That doesn't help us or hurt us. It helps for the bonus, but it doesn't help or hurt on anything else because it's the first 12 I rolled. And I don't have anything out there that would have helped me on the 12. Let's throw a dollar crap check down just for the heck of it. And we'll see if it comes back again. Then we'll see if we can do something fun with it. So right now I'm going to stick with my 3-1-2-1 dice set. I don't know how that brought a 12. Obviously one of those was on the bottom. That was a single pitch. Here we go. And we threw a 9 for a 5-4. All right, that's the second 9 we throw. Now this is where you definitely do want to press. You got $35 on the place bet for the $25 bet that you have. Let's mark the roll count on 5-4. Now that's the third 5-4 that I've rolled. I'm going to cap it with $10. So next time it hits 35, we'll pay 49, and we're good there. The dollar crap fell. I'm going to keep rebetting that just because I want to show you something if it works. And a dollar is a dollar, right? It's not a big deal. It definitely can pay out more than it can if it's sitting in your chip stack doing you no good. Like Tony Leo said, the dollars in your chip stack should be getting wagered. All right, looking for the 10. Short roll, but it hit the back wall, and it's a hard 4. 2-2 for the hard 4. Haven't rolled the hard 4 yet. We'll mark the hard 4 for the roll count. I don't have a dollar commission, so 25 is going to pay me 49 because I don't technically have I don't have any singles right now. So what we'll do is we'll go 25, 35, 45, and 4 singles. 49. That covers the dollar commission on that one. I'm going to slide that up because it was a buy to begin with. Pick that up in the chip stack, and I'm going to go with another dollar crap on the come out, or not the come out, but on the next roll here, because I want to show you something when it happens. Where we at? Dice are out. Okay, that's what's going on. 3-1 on the top, and 2-1 on the front. Find where it feels comfortable on your fingers. Look for your landing zone. Lock your body and send the dice. They split up, and we rolled another 9, 5, 4. Okay, so we'll bring that to the middle for a minute. The 9, 5, 4. That basically that's 35 pays you 49. I'm going to drop $1, and I'm going to take 50 for 1, or 1 for 50. Okay, 35 pays 49. Drop the $1, make it 50. 1 goes over there. We're going to mark the roll count on the 5, 4, and now pull the 50 down. And I'm going to go ahead and cap my 5. No, you know what? I haven't rolled any 5s to speak of. I'm not even going to bother with the 5 right now. And you wouldn't know that in a game. It's really hard to keep track of your roll count. Bring back the dollar crap, and we will keep it going here. Dice are out. We got 3-1 and 2-1 coming our way. Find the sweet spot that feels good in your fingers when you send them down. Lock your body position. Look for your landing zone and launch. That was a little tough. There's an 11. Those dice were a little hard on my throw. I sent them a little too fast. Mark the 11 for the bonus. And guess what? We just made the tall bonus. Let's mark the 11 for the roll count. Okay, so we rolled 10, we rolled 9, we rolled 8, we rolled 11 and 12. That means this side is down. Let's pay 30 right there for the bonus. 30's paid out, and that drops. There's half of the bonus so far. What do we have left to roll? We haven't rolled any low side numbers at all. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are still open. All right, we're still shooting for the 10. I'm going to drop $1 to bring that crap check back. And we'll see what we can do. There's a 2-1. Let's find my 3-1. A 3-1, 2-1. Come on, 3-1, 2-1. There you are. So far, this set has been paying off pretty good, this particular roll. Let's see what we can get. I feel a 10 coming. Here comes a 6-4. No, it's actually a 5-1. That's okay, though. It was still fun to say that, because if it had hit, you guys would have been like, how did you know that? But it's a 5-1. Okay, so let's mark the 6. Mark it there. We'll mark the 5-1 up top. And 30 pays 30. Every 5 pays you. Every 5 pays you 6. So that's 6 increments of 6. That pays 36. Right? 30 pays 36. Okay, I think that's right. Every 5 pays you 6. Okay, come on, Craig. I'm not a dealer, guys. Sorry. So you got 5 increments of 6 there. That pays 35. Right? 5 increments of 6, because it's 6 goes into 35 times. 5 times. No. Come on. Oh my God, math brain here. I had it right earlier. Why am I having such a hard time thinking that this through? We got $30 bet. This is an easy one too. I am literally having a brain fart on this. Every 5 pays you 6. This is stupid. Why can't I think of this? Okay, here, let's do it this way because it makes it simpler. We've got... We'll take that $25 chip out of there and we'll see. There's 30. So let's see what my brain does here. This is, I'm dumbing it down for the third graders. Six. 36, just like I said. Okay, sorry, my brain when it comes to math sometimes is dumb as can be. So we'll keep 6 out there. Put the quarter across like that. There, 30 pays 36. Sorry for slowing down the game, guys. It's just me being dumb on my math brain. This is why I'm not a dealer, okay? Now you guys know. Alright, 30 pays 36. We'll pick it up. If it hits, we'll press it next time. Dollar crap coming back. Set the bets up the way we want. Set the dice up so they look good the way we want them to. 3-1 on top. 2-1 on the front. Find the sweet spot on the dice. Look for your landing zones. Set your body. Toss. 12 craps. We've already hit the 12, but I have a dollar crap out there. So what are we going to do? I think I might hit it again. There's 2 ways to do this. You can parlay this to an $8 horn or a $4 horn and pick up a couple bucks. But at this point, I'm going to parlay to an $8 horn. So they're going to pay out 1 red, 2 white for a total of 8. We're going to stack that up. We're going to put it dead center on the horn. I'll bring the dice back over here. We're going to see if we can fire them in. We bring one of the other horn numbers again. Here we go. We got an $8 horn out there. Did I mark the 12 for the second roll? I did not. Let me mark the 12 for my roll count. Okay, here we go. Coming at you in 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Find the comfortable spot on the dice. Lock your body, look for your landing zone, and send them down. And we 7'd out. Okay. 7 came as 4-3. So before we clean up the board and do everything else, I'm going to pull these down. I want to see how much wager it was lost, including the pass line. We'll bring that up. Now let's get the bonus out of there. We had like I said, we had 4 left on the low side. The whole bonus. The low side was the only side we didn't touch. Clean this up, and I'll see where we're at. Well, they made 2 points that whole time. The 8 was made several times, and didn't ever make the 10. So, roll count is something that's interesting here. Any of you that bet heavy on this shooter would have done well. Let me pull my bonus money down into the middle. So let's see what we left stranded in total. I got 75, 100. I got 175, 85, 195, and 4. So $199 in total money stranded on the table at the time that we 7'd out. Let's take a look, before we go do the roll count, let's take a look at the bank to see how we're doing on money management, okay? Because remember, if there's one thing the casino wants you to do, it's bet big and waste all your money. If you're going to stay and play the long game and try and play through a couple shooters, you have to know what you're doing. You have to do this right. It takes a little bit of practice and good money management to get where you need to be. So I'm going to count this out and put it on the table to show everybody where we're at. Remember, we started with 620 at the beginning of that roll. So let's see what we got here. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Got some more green in my stack here. Okay. 600, 700, 75. That makes 800. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put that as a stack right there. And then what do we got left over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's... Okay, so what are we looking at? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 850, 875 from a 620 buy-in. We only made 35 of that on the bonus, so that's good. Shall we take a look at the roll count? I got 2, I got 4, I got 6, I got $7 down here. Let's stack them up in 5s. I got a couple of hard ways. Wait, before we do that, I'm going to bring the camera over and show you what the roll count looked like before I stack these up, just so you guys can see it. Because I want to show you in exact order what was rolled. So I'm going to grab the camera and we'll look at the roll count together. Because I know it's hard to see. All right, So I got ace deuce twice. I got yo twice. I got midnight twice, and I got aces once. Okay, so let's call that $5, and then we'll get that for our next stack of 5. Up top, we did roll 3 sevens in that roll. We rolled a 6-1 and we rolled a 4-3 twice. So there's 3 more. That's 10 rolls so far right there. No, is that 9 or 10? That's 10. Hard ways, I rolled the hard 4. I rolled all the hard ways one time. Okay, so I'm going to pull those up. That's 4. I rolled the 4 as a 3-1 one time. That's another 5. We're at 15 so far. We did not roll any 5s that time. No 3-2s. No 4-1s. We didn't roll the 4-2 at all. The 6 came as 5-1. The 8, I rolled 6-2 3 times, and I rolled 5-3 once. That's 4. Okay. We rolled a lot of 9s. Okay. 5-4 came 4 times, and 10 came as 6-4 once, and it came as a hard way once. So we rolled 3 10s that time. Let's stack these up and see what we've got. 5. That's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another there. And then there's 2 more. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27 rolls before we 7'd out. And that was all using what I would call controlled dice influence shooting with specific sets. Not too bad. 620 buy-in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get the buy-in out of the way. There's 25. Here. 620. That's 600. Let's cash in a quarter for that. We'll take and put that over there. We'll get rid of the quarter. I need another $5 to make it proper. And then there's a 620 buy-in off to the side. That's 200. 280 profit off of 27 rolls on a $25 table with good money management. Okay? It works, guys. It doesn't always work, but if you manage your money and bet conservatively, you don't have to take odds. If you want to shoot from the pass line without odds, go ahead. If you want to drop a come bet up there without odds, go ahead. If you're on a $25 table and you don't want to make a $30 bet, don't do it. 25 pays 29 on 6 and 8. You don't have to go $30 on that to do it. Manage your money properly. Press up when you feel comfortable. And as long as you got someone who can keep the dice going for a little bit, you'll do fine. Even on the other one, when I only rolled 6, we didn't get down that far that it killed us. Okay, guys. Hope you liked the video. I'm going to sign off. I have other stuff to do this afternoon. As I said, please like and share. Hit your notification bell, and I will let you guys know when I got new videos. For those of you that are in Western Washington, please look at the link in this video and consider joining our group. It's called Craps in Northwest Tribal Casinos. This is my personal 12-foot table in my garage at my house. For those of you that have met me before, there's always an open invite to come play, tune your game, learn some betting strategies, simulate different conditions, and being able to shoot at different places on the table. I don't have a ton of room in my garage. I'm working on it. And yes, you may have noticed this is a shitty rail pad. This table that I got did not come with the rails because it was a damaged unit when I got it. And so I just put some, like the kind of floaty tubes that people use. What do they call those water noodles or whatever? That's kind of what I'm using for my pad around the bumper right now. But it works fine. It's a great practice setup, and I hope to be able to bring you guys more cool videos. I know there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that are craps enthusiasts that are showing their game as well. And we all kind of have our own flavor and idea about how we want to play the game. Nobody's wrong, guys. Everybody's just out there having a good time. You should too. Please, 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 if you think you have a problem with gambling, get help. Gambling should be fun. It shouldn't run and control your life, and it by no means should make you go broke. So, until next time, you guys enjoy yourself, and good luck at the tables.